Hello, Eric Lawler here from JOE.ie, and I'm with my good friend PJ Gallagher, who's here to launch the On Post Cycle Series. PJ, what's that all about?
It's cycling, really. Yeah, there's a 5 events, 5 events, isn't it? 5 events.
PJ's well clued in here. He's asking the PR people what it's all about.
5 events, and I'm doing Mead, and then there's one in Cork, there's one in Waterford, one in Sligo, and I think that's 4 or 5, and then it's like 100k, 160k, whatever. It's just
Hang on, you're doing Mead. What do you mean you're doing Mead?
I'm cycling around on a bike. Yeah, I should have been more specific.
You're actually going to be in the race?
Well, it's not a race, that's the thing. It's like a leisure cycle, so it's for anyone that wants to ride a bike or challenge themselves or just go out and have fun or whatever. So everyone has different routes. I think it starts at 10 if you want to go out with your family, and then you can do 80k or 100k or 160k. So it's as hard as you want to make it, but it's just fun days out. Like it's just
like a big health initiative kind of thing.
Pretty much getting people on bikes, you know yourself, and you know I'm mad about bikes. Anything on 2 wheels. To be honest, I only ever did a gig to buy a bike.
PJ's the only man that I know who is obsessed. Now I'm sure there's loads of others. The only man I know who's obsessed with the Tour de France. Like PJ would sit down and watch Eurosport like for 8 hours. Watching a race, one stage or whatever to another, and gets obsessed by it. I look at these lads on the TV, and it's just a bunch of lads on a bike, and I'm going, right, there's any minute now it's going to hurt up, and it doesn't change. It's just one fella miles away from the rest, and the peloton is coming after him. I don't understand it. PJ, explain to me your obsession.
Because you look at him like as if you're sitting in an Audi or something behind him going, get out of the way! Get out, you bleeding wasters! But it's like any sport. If you know who they are and what's going on and the whole politics of it and the dynamic of it, you do become obsessed with it. Yeah. Probably not as much. Yeah, I do sit there probably too long, like 8 hours a day for 3 weeks while getting stuck into it. But it's unbelievable. It's such a tough thing as well. Like it's kind of 2,500 kilometres or something, and over 3 weeks, climbing the same as Mount Everest 5 times, and you're not even allowed drugs anymore.
I know, yeah. The Tour de France has lost its sheen now. They're all going on stabilisers this season now because some of them don't even ride bikes without drugs. But anyway, is there like yourself, Paul Galvin, Maria Heffernan, and Brezzi?
Yeah.
And are they all going to be taking part in a different stage as well?
Yeah, each one of us has a different one that we're doing. That's what I was saying. I'm doing me, and Miss Heffernan's doing Cork, and I think Brezzi, I'm not sure, maybe Sligo or one of them, and.
And you have to ride a postman's bike like with a big basket on the front of it and all that.
I don't, because someone is going to tell me to do it and dare me, and I will end up doing it. And all I'll be doing is hating you for 5 or 6 hours or 2 days. And be sitting there, I hate Eric Lawler, JOE.ie talking me into rubbish.
Well, it's funny you should say that, PJ, because I know yourself and Ger Devine have this running challenge. Basically, what they do, Ger's a great mate of PJ's, and I know him quite well myself. He's a fireman, great comedian as well. And PJ and Ger have been long-time friends, and they like to challenge each other to do the maddest things ever. And then once the other person does it, they challenge back to the. And the last one you got Ger to do the
Camino de Santiago. It's a 1,000-kilometre walk off road, and I dared him to do it in a full suit, carrying a briefcase and an umbrella and nothing else, and he did it, unfortunately.
Because now it's your turn, and what does he challenge you to do?
Yes, now I have to go to Rome with him as the back end of a panto horse. I'm not allowed to look at it and see it and enjoy it, and it's because I wanted to be there for years. My whole life I wanted to go. He has no interest in it, so he's going to be walking around eating pizza in front of the Spanish Steps, and I go, that's all right. He's going to wreck it on me.
So your whole image of Rome is going to be Ger's arse, basically.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's going to be a horse's arse of a trip. It's going to be the biggest waste of time and money and everything ever. He's saying anywhere you can't bring a panto horse in, he's going to tie me to a railing and go in without me. So, but we're going to cycle across Dublin to Galway as well on BMXs. We're going to do that probably next month.
On BMXs?
Yeah. So that's just for the crack. Maybe for Temple Street or something.
Yeah, do it for Temple Street. Jason Bourne's running the New York Marathon for Temple Street, so join in on that buzz.
I'm not running anywhere.
Right, what else? Oh yeah, so tonight is the last episode in the series of next week's news. You did.
It's very predictive.
The one and only series of next week's news was last night. No,
we've been watching it in Joe, and we reckon it's the last series, and that's the end of that. So how do you feel about being a failure?
Well, I contributed to the episodes because I accept some of the failure as well then. But no, it was fantastic to get involved in the 2 episodes and all that. And you were obviously the team captain, and I was on your team twice, and we won twice, PJ. We won twice. Did you enjoy the series?
Yeah, I did actually. Yeah, I was kind of didn't know because when someone asks you to be in a current affairs show, you go, "What? For what?" What does that mean? And then it turned out it was just a fun show. Getting to have it was just using the news as an excuse to have a bit of crack, really. And it was actually deadly fun.
Yeah.
You know, and it was never thought I'd even be with Delamere because we're so different.
Yeah.
You know, and then you just end up having joke offs every week.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I did enjoy it. It was good crack. I do hope we come back in spite of your predictions. I hope we get another one.
I hope you do as well. I reckon I might get another one or two anyway. But now, PJ, listen, it's been absolutely brilliant. Thanks very much for talking to us. And
Thanks for tolerating me nonsense.
listen, we get gold nonsense from you, PJ. It's not just ordinary nonsense; it's gold nonsense, and that's why we love talking to you. So from me, Eric Lawley, JOE.ie, PJ Gallagher, the On Post Cycle Series. Check the On Post website, Cycle Series website.
On your bike.
Thanks, PJ.
No worries.